I just found out someone who I never knew existed. Okay, I know it sounds okay. I've probably in passing heard of the pink guy, but trust me, I had no idea where the meme came from, you know? Of course, I'm always late to the table. I'm always late to dinner, late to supper, late to breakfast. So yeah, whatever. But it was crazy. Like I think how I got here was through a reaction video from um. Let me show you. So here is where the reaction came from. So Sora the troll was reacting to this. I know it's an old video, but somehow YouTube recommended it to me today. Duh. Today being the 21st of September 2021. Yeah. So I went through this video, which was. I've decided to make a reaction video of Filthy Frank's Weird. Somebody basically asked me to do a reaction to it, and Anyway, so basically, after I was done with that, I kind of went over to like the original YouTuber's channel. And here I was looking at this guy and I was like, oh my god. It was so cringy. Oh my god, I don't know what else could be cringier. But I was like, who on earth is this guy? Who is this guy? Like I couldn't imagine anybody. Like I had to go check out his page. Like what else is here? Of course I couldn't. I just went like I was like, okay, 3 years. He last posted 3 years ago. That is insane. What's going on here? And then I was like, I want to know more about him. Do you know what I usually do? I go here and I read this. Filthy Frank is the embodiment of everything a person should not be. He is anti-PC, antisocial, and anti-coth. He behaves and reacts excessively to everything expressly to highlight the ridiculousness of racism, misogyny, legalism, injustice, ignorance, and other social blights. He also sets an example to show how easy it is in the social media for any zany material to gain traction, following by simply sharing unsavory opinions and joking about topics many find offensive. There is no denying that the show is terribly offensive, but this terrible offensiveness is a deliberate and unapologetic parody of the whole social media machine and a reflection of the human macrocosm that social media is. Or maybe I'm just retarded. Anyway, so after reading this, I was like, who on earth is this? Like, what? Like, where is he? Did something happen to him? And then I'm like, 1 billion views? Like, who is this guy? You know? And then I went here that, oh, maybe like, I was like, probably this too damn filthy account might be his second channel. So I was like, oh, let me check that out. Maybe to give me well, it didn't give me much because when I checked, the last video was even 4 years ago, like way even farther. Like, I mean, it was still 4 years ago, and there was nothing much for me to get out of this one. So, where else do people go? Yes, we head on over to Mr. Google. And here's what Mr. Google had to offer. And I'm like, okay, so he has a new name. Like, he's not Filthy Man anymore. I suppose he's now Joji. And who's the best info of information after Google? Mr. Wikipedia. And oh my god, when I saw his age, I was like, oh my god. Oh my god. You mean we were born in the same year? And he and he's and I was just speechless, you know. So I went over to Wikipedia basically to check what he does or what's happened to him. So when I saw his name, I was like, oh, George. I was like, oh, I'm sure I don't know how to pronounce his name, but I'm going to try anyway. George Kusunoki Miller. Georgie Kusunoki Miller. God, what am I doing? Okay, God forgive me. I don't know what I thought I was doing. So basically, he's better known by his stage name Joji. That's what he kind of goes by now. And his former online aliases were Filthy Frank, Pink Guy, and he's a Japanese singer, songwriter, comedian, and a former internet personality and YouTuber. And I was like, wow. The thing was, I was so happy he's still alive and he's fine and he's somewhere else in the world doing whatever it is that he's doing. I believe he's fine. But then I kind of read so many things, like how he stopped, you know, how he stopped or like stopped doing comedy because of his mental health. It was written somewhere. And I kind of felt weird about that. Like, you know, people who are famous and are like YouTubers, celebrities, like we just feel like, oh, what they're doing isn't so much work, or we'd be like, oh, but come on, they're making a lot of money, or like, oh, but they're famous. I mean, there's stress, there's mental stress that comes along with it, especially when some people have like they they see themselves, like you feel you want to be, you see an image of yourself that's different from the image you're portraying, and it just kind of everything just become just dissociated, and you just want to like start over again. And like there was someone I just found about too, OG Shan. I didn't know anything about OG Chan. Like practically I shouldn't know OG Chan because practically his channel was deleted the day I discovered him. Like OG Chan never existed anymore. And then I was like, oh my god, is he still alive? And I went on uh and I went all over the internet looking for OG Chan, and I finally found out that he had a channel, and the channel's called Gerald. And I was like, oh, thank God you're alive. Oh, keep doing you. Anyway, this is what I found today on the internet. And check out his personal, personal life. Below lives in Brooklyn, New York. Basically, he's also like a very private person, so he doesn't kind of share his, which I think is a smart move. At least the only thing I can find out here is Joji, and he got his 1 million subscribers in 2015. He has combined 10.3 million um, subscribers and total of 1.63 billion views. Amazing, a legend indeed. Okay. Wish him luck with his music career, Joji. I'm signing out, and this is what I found out today on my rabbit hole down the internet.